How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of RimWorld. Hope you guys have been enjoying the series so far. If you guys have, you guys know what to do. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Consider subscribing. It really helps out the channel. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns for me, leave those down below. And with that, let's get into today's episode. So, near the end of last episode, we started finishing off the infirmary. We did take on a bunch of people from one of those quests. I'm going to pause just for a second while we address a couple things. So it looks like, yes, so we're building a nursery because Tail's pregnant and Horn is pregnant. Or, well, maybe not. Maybe Tail isn't pregnant because I don't see the little symbol like she is. Wait, no, am I crazy? No, that's not pregnancy. That's whatchamacallit. This. She's a leader of our people. Health, yeah, pregnant, third trimester here. Okay. Is divided into 3, yeah. So she's in the third trimester, whereas Horn's in the first. So Tail will give birth first, and then that should give us 12 days to where hopefully Tail and the baby can move into a new room. That's the goal. Okay, but we do need to try to get the nursery built. Next, the barracks here is almost built, but I want to get this built as a priority. So who is our constructor? For you guys probably have memorized who does what at this point, but I have not because I only record about 2 episodes a week. So 6 days have passed, and usually they're very eventful weeks. Or I guess very eventful days, so I don't usually remember specifically who is doing what. I really should at this point, but I just don't. Okay, it looks like Four Eyes or Ninjak. So Ninjak is like our old man who's like really good at doing things. So I want you working on this cooling blueprint. That is your priority right now. Now, the next thing I noticed when I came back is this break risk on Four Eyes. Why? What do you have? You're hungry. You have an ugly environment, darkness, recreation, unfilled, slept in the cold. Okay, so a lot of things that are definitely fixable. Well then, go harvest the berry bush. Stop what you're doing so we can get you some food. That's priority number 1. And we're also just going to hit harvest on that. Then I just want to keep looking at your needs. Cool, so now of course she's going to go ahead and eat. But the harvesting was botched. And then try to harvest those if you can after. Okay, well, you've already finished your food, so you're fine. Okay. I do want to try to get some of these guys moved into the little barracks we have here and get this turned into a medical bay. Although, I think what we might just do temporarily is keep them here. And then just turn this into the medical bay for now. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But I think for our purposes, I'm just going to do that. 3 medical beds and then 3 extra beds. So then what that's going to mean is we can get rid of these things here. So I want orders, deconstruct. Let's deconstruct all of these things. And then I want zone, remove the roof. And then what we'll do here with that is I want to extend the workshop area so we can get more workbenches and shelving and things. And then I also want to build an actual cafeteria for people to eat in so that they're not running around. Our food supply is looking really well, by the way. Just this meat that we've now had butchered and just our stock of other things is looking really nice. Oh, that's another big priority. Four Eyes. You need to do this. We're missing steel. Okay. Then you need to... Yeah, okay. That's why. Okay, we're going to go ahead and turn this up to 4 speed, just so we can get some things going. Why is wood being stored in here? Wood should not be being stored in here. So I want to link all the settings. And then I just want to check this one. Food, meals, yes. Okay. So then the wooden thing should be moved out of there because we don't want non-perishables stored in here. Do the drugs perish? Fresh, not refrigerated. Yes, drugs we also want in here. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So let's go storage. Let's go raw resource. Plant matter. Things like that. Pretty much anything that could, like, decay I want in here. I don't know about... I don't think the other drugs will decay. I believe those are all shelf stable. Oh, yeah. So it looks like we do have a little bit of a raid. Also have to repair... Who is it? Bop's room. Okay. So, let's jump. They're approaching from down here. Oh, yeah. Shouldn't be too bad. One nice thing... I don't know why I was going over there. One nice thing when you have people like this here is if you get raided, they will actually help defend you. Now, of course, we're going to see it, and I'm not going to have to do anything. So notice, they defend you. So it's basically free defense. So when you get raids like this, sure, it was tiny. It didn't really matter. Whatever. But it was nice because assuming their people don't die, you'll be fine. And even if they do, you'll still be fine. You basically get free defense out of it. Now, it's important to note that say they go down and you can capture them, you don't really want to capture them if they're a group you want to stay friendly with. Now, you could always rescue them and treat them, and then I believe you'll get a little bit of good favor out of it, but nothing major. Then, of course, this is a dead body. Good, they're burying it. And we did get a little bit of silver out of it, so that's always good. Usually, though, if you have like a big group of people like this and they end up killing all the people, or rather, if they are the ones defending you, there's a higher chance that they're just going to kill them just due to the nature of how many people are firing or hitting them. So instead of taking it nice and slow and kind of whittling them down like in Pokemon, where, you know, okay, use like a little less powerful attack, you know, to whittle them down. In this, when you have so many people like that, you're basically kind of going the shotgun approach of, well, you're only going to get so far with it. Yeah, let's say Four Eyes is going to have a major break risk. Just go clean a little bit of rubble and go do whatever you want so you can go to bed. Awesome. And then kind of where, how, 26 days, spoils in 24 hours. Okay, so we need to get this done now. Needs, you have plenty of things. They're gonna get disturbed out. I need you working on this right now. So that's gonna be 25. However much he just grabbed there. Wasn't enough. Where is he going? Oh, good. There's plenty up here. Okay, because we need this to get built now. Good. Okay. And then... what am I keeping the other one at? 20? Yeah. So then the temperature in the freezer, yeah. Okay, good. Now it should stay frozen, won't spoil, which is what we want. We want things in here to stay frozen, they won't spoil. Now, of course, we're probably going to want to get our cooks, whoever is in here cooking, parkas, just so that way, because if they're in here most of their day, they won't get unhappy. So if we look at, for instance, this person's needs, cold, intense pain. Well, actually, intense pain might not be a result of that. Why do you have... yeah, hypothermia, right? So because of that, we're going to raise the temperature just a little bit closer to like 30. Just so it's not... oh, there's a grizzly bear. We are going to have to deal with that. Just so it's not as cold. Now, Grizzly Bear. Where is Grizzly Bear? So it's this Grizzly Bear. You don't have a gun. So what we're going to do is we're going to recruit you. And we're going to have you go over there. Now, the bear didn't see where he went in, so we should be fine. We don't want to really hunt it. Yeah, I'm going to say... Okay. Hey, we have geothermal. Pause because that bear is still there. Okay, it looks like the bear is done hunting. Let's see. We could do the psychoid refining. Actually, I think we can make it now just from the drug production, if I remember correctly. Smithing wouldn't be a bad idea. Because we can start to get those other things we could work towards getting. So we can get machining and gunsmithing. Hydroponics wouldn't be bad, or sterile. Let's just go ahead and get smithing, just so we can then do some of these things down here, like mortars and gun turrets. Don't worry about those. I like to see that more of the walls are getting done. Like, every episode, just a little bit more of the walls get built. And we get a little bit more secure, which is nice. I do probably want to put in some doors on this side, though. So, structure, door. I'm going to put in slate doors. Put in 2 right there. Just so that way, like, if people want to go over to the left side of the base, they don't have to run around. And then this one's kind of far enough over to the right and bottom that we shouldn't have to worry too much about trying to go to the south side. At least that's my thought process on that. Okay. We probably want to get... Hey, we're starting to get lights in the rooms, which is nice. We want to probably just turn this down to like 60. Because I want it so that way by the time you get to this end... Because like this room will be 60, and then it will be a little bit warmer here, a little bit warmer here. And as you can see, by the time you get all the way down here to the end, it's 63. Now obviously outside is dropping in temp, and so will indoors just a little bit, but... Yeah, so now all the rooms are 60, which is good. Is that warm enough or cold enough for them? Slept in the cold. Are you all saying that? Are you all gonna say that? Okay. So what if we go 70? 70 still too cold for you? No. 7... wait. We really need some heaters. Okay, so they just want heaters then. Although... Yeah. Alright, so we'll probably also have heaters just so we can turn them on and then switch these off. So we can't game the system by trying to have the AC heat the room to 70. Because that's not how air conditioners work in real life. Nor is that how they work here. Good lord, we have a lot of wood. It's nice to see. Can I get somebody working on this? We're missing components, that's why. Okay, so then orders. Let's go ahead and mine. I'm betting that's probably some components, and then I know for a fact that's components. Okay. We're getting these things up here built. Let's go ahead and zone them for roof. Yeah, it's gonna be angry because this tree we need to chop. And then floors. Let's just go ahead like we've been doing. Do wood floor, wood floor. So we'll get that built. We have some visitors. We have a group. Coney are visiting the colony. They don't look like traders, so they really won't have anything for us. Corn looks like it's ready to harvest or very close to getting harvested. That's good. Let's see. Who is it? I think it's Kit, I believe, who has the psych. Yeah, your husband Carlson died, unfortunately, so there's nothing we can do about that. Yeah, a lot of people are eating without tables for some reason. I don't know why. There's tables in everybody's room. Although we do need to add furniture back. Let's go ahead and build a copy in your room. Take this, build a copy in here. And then, but yeah, there's tables in everybody's rooms. And the reason I do that is so that way you, no matter where you're at in the colony, you're close to some eating place instead of having to just eat like kind of a monster out in the middle of nowhere. Power hasn't really been an issue thanks to our 3 wind turbines and solar panel and our 4 batteries, which has been doing us a very good job. Bills. Yeah, just make slate blocks and then make any stone block. I don't want to do 1,000. Let's do... Actually, well, let's do 750. Just make until we have any stone block 750. That way we're getting some of these stones to be used because we have granite and there is slate still there. Okay, we're getting our nice harvest of rice. That's good. Okay. And then, Jack, where are you going? You're going there. We're still missing those 6 components. Did we not mine any? We did. There's 2 right here. Yeah, I'll say, can you mine that? I'm gonna actually have you haul it. We have a lot of little break risks. We're gonna have to take a look really quick and see why that is. You're gonna go do that, and then once you're done with that, can you prioritize working on that? Actually, what is your... you're level 2 construct. That's 5. It's not great, but it's not, you know, the end of the world. Could technically be worse. So we need to roll some cigars for Kit. Alright. So now we have a drug lab. We're gonna make some smoke leaf joints. Do until we have 10. We don't need very many. And then what I want to do is we want to go and assign. And what we want to do is we want to make sure that people... No drugs. No drugs. No drugs. Actually, do you have a reason for wanting them? No. Getting pleasure, he strictly avoids. Oh. Okay. Okay, that's good. So we won't have to worry about him ever wanting any. Kit can have drugs. But the reason is, if you leave it on social drugs, they could eventually develop an addiction to them. So we're just going to assign everybody to no drugs, and then the only person who can have them is Kit, because Kit needs them. So then that way, we can get those things made. And let's just double check to see under the work tab. We do have somebody in every category who can do things. I believe that's technically crafting. I'm hoping we can get a couple more of these guys to join us. We need somebody to just clean things. Let's see, who could we have to just clean? The kid we could. This person's only job is really just hauling and cleaning. You know what? I'm gonna change it so that he hauls second to cleaning. That's what I want him to do. That way he cleans first to make sure everything is nice and tidy, because otherwise what happens is if their environment is unsightly, they get kind of angry. So like for instance, if we hold Alt, we see that this is a laboratory. We can see it has X impressiveness, X wealth, space, beauty, and cleanliness. And so we can see what its beauty is, right? And if we go in here into the storeroom, hey, smithing, awesome. Let's get machining next, so we can get gas masks and things. If we hold here, we can say, oh, well, it's kind of a mediocre value. However, it is quite spacious. And then, of course, if we go like into these bedrooms, we can see what their beauty levels are, -3, -3.6, and we can even see whose bedroom it is. And notice those numbers. on the ground, when we hold Alt, we can say, well, this floor tile is modifying our score by minus 30. Ooh, but this plant is adding 18. So as you kind of go around and look, you can see, okay, well, it's mostly dirty, like uncleanliness. That's adding to it. And then even in here. So those are just those things. I do want to put tail in this room. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to set owner. We are going to set tail. Then I do want to get another nursery built for people. I kind of want to do it over here now that we have these extra rooms. And I think that's actually what we're going to do is we're just going to move these beds over, and then we're going to make this a nursery. So let's go ahead and reinstall there. Reinstall there. Because again, these rooms over here are just meant to be like, hey, we just got a bunch more people. We just need space. And reinstall there. So the goal here, what we're going to do is we're going to move everybody out of the medical wing. We're going to get the medical wing back. And then we're going to, of course, turn this into a nursery. And then we want to reinstall there. Reinstall there. Reinstall there. I'll reinstall there. Okay, so we do have a food binge, but that should be fine. Yeah, minor pain. Okay, it looks like the west and the south walls are fully built now at this point, which is really, really good. However, it looks like it is that time, unfortunately, so we are going to have to go ahead and put in a cut, but hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you guys did, you guys know what to do. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Consider subscribing, so it really helps out the channel. And with that, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns for me, leave those down below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Peace out. See you guys later.